lovies, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Gina, aka Gina Louise. So today we're going to do a super easy, super pretty, cute DIY upcycle. So I went to a vintage market in the Hamptons over the weekend, and I saw this really cool, like, fancy jacket, but she was wearing it as an everyday thing with jeans. Super cute. So she took men's shirts and she upcycled them, and I'm gonna do one of those jacket shirts that I saw that I thought was so cute. I decided I'm doing mine in all pink, so I got a pink men's shirt. And all we're doing is we're going to try this on, and I am going to cut it to a cropped. I'm going to see where it looks, where it best at my waist, and I'm going to cut it straight across. I'm going to cut the cuffs off of this shirt, and I am going to put some pretty feathers, and I'm going to show you how to add these where they will snap on and off, so you could wash the shirt if you get it dirty, and you could clean the feathers with like damp sponge towel, like pat, because you can't really put them in the washing machine. Can't really soak them. But so anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get started. Make sure you watch this video until the end, because after I do the final reveal, I did another tutorial with the scraps from the men's pink shirt. Here are the feathers that I used. I wanted to use all pink fluffy feathers, but I couldn't find any. The ones I ordered from Amazon were too thin. So when I went out to get more feathers, Hobby Lobby only had white, so I combined them. Okay, I tried on the shirt and I marked with a safety pin where my waist is here, and I also marked where my sleeve end of my wrist is, and I'm going to take that over to my table, and I'm going to cut straight across the waist and straight across both sleeves. I am measuring from the end of the sleeve to the safety pin, and I'm using that for a guide. So it was 5.5 inches that I need to cut off, and I'm just gonna use my ruler here, and I'm gonna cut straight across. This does not have to be a straight cut. I know that with the shirt wrinkling up here as I'm cutting, it's not going to be a smooth cut, especially with scissors. But it's not going to matter, because the sleeves are getting a big fluffy boa end, and you're not going to even notice. The pink ostrich feathers were attached to a thin pink satin ribbon. So I am going to use my Fabric Fix glue, and I'm going to attach the white ostrich feathers to the pink ones. There is really no front or back to the ostrich feathers, so I am just going to lay it on top and press them down in place and add some of my river rocks that I always use for my weights. You do not have to do this part of the DIY if you have nice fluffy ostrich feathers. I couldn't get pink ones. I really wanted pink, so that's the only reason why I'm attaching these two. Here is a close-up of what that looks like. Just gonna have a little bit of that pink peeking through. I am just measuring the bottom of the shirt, and then I am cutting the ostrich feathers to the same length. I am making this a no-sew project. So what I am doing, because the pink ostrich feathers have that ribbon across it, I am going to take the snaps and I'm going to glue them with my Fabri Fix glue. So I'm going to glue one side to the ostrich feathers, to the ribbon strip, and then I'm going to glue the other half of the snap to the bottom of the shirt. I'm going to put a snap on each end of the ostrich feathers first, and then I will find the center of them, and I will put one in the center, and then I will randomly place them in between those 3 snaps so that they hang evenly on the shirt. I'm going to let these dry for about a half an hour, and then when they're done, I'm going to put the other side of the snaps on the bottom of the shirt. Okay, now that my snaps have dried with the fabric glue, I'm taking wax paper. I'm doing this. Taking pieces of wax paper. I am putting it here. Well, that one I already have on, so here, like this. Damn it. Doing that. Doing this. Because what now I'm going to do is I'm going to load this up with glue, and I'm just going to put them all on, put weights on it, and then let it dry. And then because of the wax paper, I'm hoping that I could separate them. That is the new plan. I already started putting them on without the wax paper. And then I thought, I'm going to glue them together and they're not going to come apart at this point. So, there we go. Okay. Oh, wish I could just glue it straight on and not have to do this, but you're gonna have to remove it to wash it. And I'm thinking, I mean, yeah, we could sew it on. I really want this to be no sew project. All right, so now I'm going to load these up with glue. but I am going to do a couple at a time so I don't make a big mess. Okay. If you are going to do this project, make sure that the shirt is laying flat, pulled tight, no little gaps, wrinkles in it, because these feathers are not going to hang right if they have any folds in the fabric. Okay, let's see if this works. Straighten that out. I'll do 4 more at a time. This glue is so difficult. Oof. Okay. Is that on camera? Yeah. So now I'm doing 4 more. I am flipping them. Glue's on my fingers now. So I'm actually going to let that dry and then come back and do the other half of the shirt. Okay, back. I let this sit for, I think 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes, almost 45 minutes. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh boy. Definitely looks like it's working. So I am not going to take it all the way off yet. I am going to do the rest of it while it's attached nicely. Okay. Okay, let's straighten it. Get it very straight to do this. Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to make this very, very straight. The fabric has to be super straight if we're going to get this right. Now I'm going to put my weights on this, let it dry, and I am going to do the sleeves, and then after it dries, I'm going to show you the final results. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these DIY tutorials. Bonus video coming after the final results. And now for the final results.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all good.
Okay, time for bonus video. Okay, so I have these cool pink cuffs left over from the DIY, and I'm like, I can't waste these. I could do something cool with them. So I'm just going to cut the ends off right up to the seam so that I don't have to sew on a seam. It's already there. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's make this pretty. I grabbed some stuff from my stash. Some stuff here. How about 2 of these on here? I'm just winging this as I go. But I'm like, I can make a cool cuff bracelet out of this. A very shabby chic. Love Shack. I don't know, let's see. Go like that. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I have some of this cool fringe to make it like a real boho with some fringe. Where's the other side? Here we go. So what if when you buy the fringe, it comes with a closer so you could hear me. Hopefully it doesn't echo like the beginning of my video. So I'm thinking I could glue that along the edge. I could put these on here. Or I have these little fringy pieces I could have used instead if I want less fringe. But I think I kind of like it like that with the more fringe. Yeah. Can I get, let's see, can I get 3 of these on here? If I butt them up like that, can I get one more? I think I can get like an overlapped one. I like that, that's super boho looking. Let's get rid of those. Let's cut this right down. There. I hope this gives you some inspiration. I figured this is a super quick, especially I'm not sewing anything, a super quick boho bracelet with the pink background. I think it's going to look great. Okay. I have to get my wax paper. I don't want to touch it, it wrecks my nails. I always use wax paper because it won't stick to it. Okay, I'm going to glue this one so that the opening is near the buttonhole so it doesn't interfere. And the way I do that is I start, oopsie, I start like this. Half, I do half. And I stick that down. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that that little opening part is here so it doesn't interfere with those buttons. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll let that overhang a little bit, it'll look good like that. I'm gonna do this. Do this, do this, do this. Okay. Press that down. Okay. So now I could flip that like that. Makes it so much easier. Go halfway. Flip that back over. Okay, flip that over. Flip it over. Give it a little press. I'm going to put a weight on this after I get the third one on. Okay, let's see. Maybe I want it this way. I'll let that hang over a little bit like that. So add the glue. Press it down. Press it down and flip. Oh boy. Do the other half. Oops. Stretch it a little bit. Press it down. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Put that down like that. Put my weights on it. Let that dry for like a half an hour. And you got a quick, simple, really cute boho bracelet. Now that everything is dry, I'm just going to wrap it around my wrist and see if it fits. Of course, it's going to be loose on me because it was a men's shirt. And it had 2 buttons on it. I'm just going to remove one of them and I'm going to re-sew it. I know I said this was a no-sew, but this is the only thing. The only thing that has to be sewed here. I'm removing the button and I am sewing it where it will fit my wrist much better. And then I'm going to show you now the final results on how cute this is. This quick and easy DIY. Don't throw your cuffs out. Look how pretty it is. Can you see that? So, I mean, it's just simple. It's a cuff and that's it. And you just added some stuff, embellished it, and you got a cool little boho bracelet. I mean, you can even embellish it more if you wanted. Like, here's some ideas. I have like this pretty pink with sparkles on it. I have some of this ribbon. Like, you can cut off a daisy and put one in the center here, or the pink one, or you could wrap it. Like, there's so much you could do. You could put a gemstone in it, you could put rhinestones, but so cute. I love it. I hope I've inspired you today. Thanks for watching. Get crafty.